What the hell is up, everybody? Yo, back again. It's been a week. I'm about to tell y'all a story that just happened, I think, Monday or Tuesday, involving this crackhead, alright? So, little bit of backstory. Couple weeks ago, probably like 3 weeks ago now, alright? I was riding around my city, right, on my scooter, because I was bored as hell, right, and down where I live now, the downtown is really small, alright, like the downtown is made up of, I swear to God, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 7 or 8 streets, alright, so I would just be riding around the block, right? And I seen this one guy. And down where I live now, alright, there's obviously some people that are like, I guess think they're gang. But shit, there's nothing compared to where I used to live. This guy's got tattoos all over his face. He obviously looks like a fucking gangbanger, but there's no way. Shit doesn't happen that much down here. Fucking. So, I'm riding around the block, right? I see this guy like 3 or 4 times, because I went past him like 3 or 4 times, right? And I looked at him every time, because like, I don't know, because why not? This fucking guy, right? Probably about the 4th time. Rides right across the street, rides over to me, and he looks at me. He's like, hey. He's like, you looking for someone? I'm like, nah, I'm just riding around. Like, you got a problem? He's like, why you spinning the block? I'm like, yo, like, fuck off. Like, shit was hilarious. The guy was obviously about to do something, but, like, man, fuck him. Right? And then I didn't see him really until last week. I seen him once, and he was walking his dog, right? And he looked at me, but I don't know if he noticed it was me or not, because I wasn't riding my scooter. I was riding my BMX, right? Now fast forward to last Monday or Tuesday, right? I see this fool. He's getting pizza from Little Caesars, alright? And I see him, and I'm like, yo, what is this fool doing, right? So I decided to follow him home, right? Don't ask why, but, yo, if a guy has problems with me, I'm gonna keep the problems going. And depending on the time, but, you know, man, ain't even gotta worry about it, right? I see this guy, I follow him. He goes inside, right? And he's riding this BMX, right? He's got a black BMX, spray painted white back rim. The front wheel, like the tire itself, I'm pretty sure he spray painted that shit yellow, and then after it dried, he spray painted it over again with green. So there was green on the top, and then on the underside, there was yellow, and it would shine through, right? And he left the bike outside. So I'm like, alright, fuck him. I'm taking that bike, right? So, I ride all the way back to my house. I drop my bike off behind my shed. I walk downtown, put on the tech, you know. Because, you know, and I grabbed his bike, and I left, right? Brought it back home, put it behind my shed, grabbed my bike, went back out, right? I'm riding downtown again, and I see his crack whore girlfriend, right? She runs right over to me. She's like, oh, sorry. She's like, I thought that was my bike. She's like, someone stole our bike from our back property. I'm like, oh, damn, that sucks, right? And she's like, yeah, it does. She's like, if you find it, though, she's like, let me know. She's like, I'll pay you. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, I'll keep my eye out, right? So I ride around for about 30 minutes, and I come back around the block, and I see them. I'm like, yo, I found your bike up by this park, right? And this park down there, like, it's still a shitty spot, but, like, as I said, down here, there's nothing compared to where I used to live. And I said, I'm like, it's down there. They're like, all right, take it to me. Take me to it. And I'm like, no, I'm not taking you to it because it's at the side of someone's house, right? And keep in mind, this was at the opposite side of the city of where I live. Like this park. Well, not the opposite side, but it's 10-20 minute ride from my house, I guess. So I'm like, I'm not taking you down there because it's gonna cause too much attention. I'll go down, grab it, and whatever. I'm like, but how much are you saying you're gonna pay me? She's like, I'm not negotiating. And I'm like, well, you will be once I get it, right? I go out, I go up to where I said it was, and then I turn around, spin back, and go down to my house and grab the bike, right? And then I go up to where they were when I originally seen them. I see another crackhead. And this bitch yells at everything. Like, she'll stand in the middle of the road screaming about something. Like, it's crazy. And I'm like, yo, where'd they go? And she's like, they just went around they just went around this bar. And I'm like, alright. And I went around, and I seen them. And she starts running over to me, right? And she puts her hand on the bar. And keep in mind, I still had my fucking hands gripped onto that bike. Like, full grip, right? She's like, oh, thank you. I'm like, how much you said? She's like, oh, I'm not paying you. She's like, how old are you? How old are you? How old do you think you are, right? And I'm like, nah. You said you was gonna pay me. Now pay me, right? And then she's like, no, and then she started fucking yelling. She's like, no, I'm not paying you, right? And then she tries to pull the bike away. And I grab it, and I try to pull it back, right? This guy, the wannabe gangbanger, fucking runs from 50 feet away. It had to have been at least 50 feet, right? He runs with his hand out, his fist out the whole time over his head, runs over and just fucking Superman punches me in the mouth, right? This shit was weak as hell. My lip was bleeding, but only because my tooth went through my lip, alright? I didn't even fall to the ground, and man fucking ran Mach 25 from 25 feet, 50 feet away. And then he's like, oh, fuck you. He's like, I'll fucking kill you right now. And he kept trying to fucking punch me. I pulled out my knife. I totally would have did fucking something if I let him get close enough, or if his crack whore girlfriend wasn't there. Honestly, that's probably the reason I didn't do anything. Because I didn't feel like stabbing a girl. Even if she's a crackhead, you know. There's boundaries, you know? And this guy's like, come on, you pull out your knife, you're actually gonna do something. He's like, you better actually do something. I would have did something, but I didn't let him get close enough. The guy tried to punch me so many times afterwards, right? Fuck, I don't even think he hit me afterwards again. And then he tried to kick me too, and he wasn't close enough either, right? The guy's like, you should be happy I'm not gonna fucking kill you now, right? This, that, right? Yo, this shit's funny as hell. Fucking, I'm like, yeah, fuck off, right? I'm sitting there, right? I was walking backwards, right? Because I didn't let him get close enough to me to actually let him do anything other than that first punch. And I was walking backwards, not watching where I was going. And I tripped over a fucking pile of trash. Don't even ask how it happened. Totally thought the guy was about to fucking curb stomp me after I fell. But he didn't do shit, man. He totally should have. Totally should have. Because if I catch that fucking guy at night. Without his crack whore girlfriend. Fucking, Yeah, he totally should have fucking just ended me there, but he didn't do shit. Alright? And then guy walks away and he's all fucking pissed off and shit. And they know I stole the bike, but they have no proof, right? They have no fucking proof. As I said, I told them I fucking stole it from someone's property up, like I took it back from someone's property up, other side of the city. Fucking guy walks away, right? And I'm like, well, shit. I didn't even care that I got punched that time, right? The only thing I cared about was that I lost my nose piercing and that they didn't pay me for the bike, alright? Because I totally was because I was gonna spray paint that shit and sell it. Guy's bike better not be out on his back porch, though, like where it was before, because, fuck, shit's gonna be gone again. Fuck. So I walk around the block, right? Because he went back inside. Assuming he probably took the bike inside. I walk around the block, and I see the crackhead that yells at everybody. And I ask her, I'm like, yo, what the fuck was that? She's like, I honestly don't even know. And she was doing the yelling thing, right? She was screaming and shit. She was screaming about how fucking retarded it is that everybody's fucking, like, gangbangers, and everybody's fucking shitty people. And I ask her, because, like, I kind of have remorse for it. Like, I come from Crack Central, Oshawa, you know? I have remorse for it, because she's homeless, and there's always a situation that puts you in that situation, right? And I ask her, I'm like, you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, who are you yelling at? She's like, I'm not yelling at anybody. She's like, I just yell about stuff that I think people should hear. And I'm like, okay, like, that makes sense, right? And because she was yelling about fucking, fuck, I can't even remember what she was yelling about, but yeah, something about gangbangers and how shitty people are. Probably had something to do with fucking me getting punched by that fucking wannabe gangbanger. And yeah, we had probably about, like, a 30-minute conversation after that. She's kinda cool, I guess. Like, I wouldn't say cool, but, like, I don't know. She's, like, an okay person. But then I left after she started talking to someone right beside me that wasn't there. She was like, are you talking, Joe? I'm like, alright, this is maybe my time to leave. Yeah, so I say my goodbyes, and I leave, and I walk back home, and I call it a night. Dude, over the next 2 days, my lips started swelling up so much, and it just started fucking filling up with pus and shit. Yeah, it was crazy. My lip just did some fuck shit after that. But yeah, as I said, that fool better watch his bike. Better watch his back. Shit, I ain't even know. But, yeah. If you like this video about me talking about how I stole Crackhead's bike and tried to sell it back to him, maybe leave a like. You don't have to, though. Like, shit's whatever. But, yeah. I'll come back with another story in a very little bit. Hopefully not about that crackhead. Hopefully not as recent again. But, yeah. So, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.